What's going on, guys? JS Pyro here, and welcome back to Star Citizen. Well, almost. I just wanted to give you guys a really good quick update. Now, as you guys know, I have been struggling with Star Citizen for a small bit. Getting the game to run or stay running on my system has been an absolute nightmare, unfortunately. But as you also probably noticed, though, I haven't been uploading much. In fact, very little lately throughout the week, and that is for a good reason, in fact. Because, as you guys know, I couldn't afford to get updates to my computer at all, so I can get back up and running. But I managed to pull a few strings and scrounge up enough, almost enough cash to buy the upgrades I needed, which was unfortunate until we got the generous donations from a few people, and I'll be talking more about them in the actual next episode of Star Citizen. But we did actually make enough money from those donations to cover the rest of the costs, and I managed to get an upgrade that would actually allow us to get back in the verse, and for the foreseeable future, until I can get a better rig. That being said, what upgrade did I talk about? So, I ripped out completely my old motherboard and CPU out of the computer. Setup was a pain, but I managed to. We're currently now running the Ryzen 3700X CPU. I wanted to go for the 5800X, but it was just a little too. Unfortunately, we just I just didn't have enough money for it altogether, and so this is literally all I could afford was the 3700X. That being said, this 8-core 6-thread processor has been handling Star Citizen like a dream. I went from full 100% on all cores, now down to 50s and 60s across all cores, which means no more hitching and no more CPU load crashing. That's taken care of now, because we're not maxing out the CPU, causing it to crash, the game to crash, and hitch. That's over with now. 50s and 60s across the board. We do get some 70s and 80s, but only on a single core every so often. So that's what we're running now. And that's great. We do. Now, I was running an Intel motherboard, so that was something I was running before, and obviously the AMD CPU isn't going to fit in the Intel chip slot, the socket. So I actually ended up getting a new motherboard, and like I said, it's not the best component, but it's the best I could afford, and it's not bad. This thing came about maybe like a year or two ago. And I heard a lot of great reviews about it being one of the greater budget boards out there. In fact, this was recommended to me by a subscriber. I think a subscriber, or at least someone in the comments. But regardless, yeah. This is the Asus ROG Strix B550-F gaming motherboard, which fits perfectly with my 3700X. And actually, I've been loving this thing. This thing has been running a lot better than my previous motherboard. Again, it's not the greatest upgrade, but it's what I could afford, and it's still better. So that being said, it's a win-win. It'll keep us going for the foreseeable future until we can get something better. Regardless, this is what I got right now for this current rig, and that is and that's not the final piece of upgrade we have. In fact, hello, sir, sitting next to us. Before I was using a SATA 3 SSD, 6 gigabytes a second, which, as most of you know, isn't the best type of SSD out there. So also, I did actually switch to a different SSD. This motherboard comes with 2 M.2 slots with heat sinks built in, and so I decided to take advantage of that, and I got myself, again, not the best out there, but pretty good, the Samsung 970 Evo Plus M.2 SSD. I did fresh install Windows. I fresh installed Windows onto this thing, and it is now my boot device. And Star Citizen is also installed freshly onto this device. So we're running a fresh install of Windows, a fresh install of Star Citizen, and fresh drivers. But that being said, unfortunately, not all is perfect in paradise, as most of my stuff was still connected to the old SSD, and I haven't wiped those drives properly. I am dealing with some driver conflictions and some connections, and I have to shift things around, so I'm currently moving programs, fixing driver problems, and on the such and such. But for now, at least I've got everything I need to run to record, so we're able to record again, which is nice. That being said, this upgrade is courtesy of the of me and the donations that we've received. So again, I want to give the greatest thank you to those who donated. Because of you, this honestly wouldn't have happened without you, because I didn't make enough to afford any of this. Actually, without the extra cash that I got from those generous donations. So again, thank you so much. That being said, I do plan to buy a whole new computer, which is way better than the one I have, but I have to save up for it. So this is why I got the upgrades, because now it'll keep us going at this very second. So that way, later on, when I can save up enough money, we can go for a way better computer, and this will just turn into my recording/streaming rig. So I think that'll work out in the end of that. Regardless, thank you guys so much for all the help and assistance and all the comments. Honestly, I would not have been able to work this out without you guys, and that is honestly the truth of the matter. So we're going to be continuing. We're going to be recording Star Citizen here soon. I wanted to get it to it today, but it's running late now because it took me forever to set up all of this back up. Yeah, it took all day because I just got the SSD in and I just applied it. So that's what we're doing.
And then Discord happened.
Yeah, Discord was a pain to set up. For some reason, Discord kept not only crashing Star Citizen and crashing my mic. Like, it crashed all my audio and stuff like that. So Discord seems to have a temperament when installing that back. So yeah, again, we're working things out. I'm slowly but surely working things out. So we're gonna continue on that. But that's pretty much the quick update for Star Citizen and how things are running now. Again, I am running about 50s and 60s on the CPU now. And about 30 to 40 on the GPU consistently, and some 70s here and there, and an 80 on a single core once in a while. So there you go. That being said, I'm going to end the video here. Let me guys know if you have any tips on what I should do to fix any driver conflicts or to fix any program bugs, because I am giving a few issues with my keyboard and mouse. They're kind of freezing up and then continuing and then freezing up. When I try to type letters, it takes forever for them to show up, or sometimes they even just it gets stuck and then just keeps spamming the same letter across the board, which is really annoying. So I don't know what that is. It seems to be worse on startup versus after I let it sit for a while. But that being said, I am receiving some issues. I'm currently trying to work all these out, but for now we can at least record. Yeah, but for now we can at least record, and that was the main goal. So, I'm going to end it here. If you got any tips, leave them in the comments below. Thank you all for all your guys' help and support and advice and the donations. And I will see you as soon as I can get the next video recorded and uploaded in Star Citizen. Peace.